So this is what I shall be unboxing today. That was actually delivered some time ago. Not some time ago, it wasn't long ago, but I didn't have time to like open it. So this is literally me opening it for the first time and whatnot. But yes, as it says, it is the Scarlett 2i2 Studio. So it's 2 inputs, 2 outputs. It's 2 and 2. There's a reason why it's 2i2. Oh yeah, 2 in, 2 out. That's why I'm thinking 2i2 is 2 input, 2 outputs. So I was right. So yeah, it's a studio bundle. So as you can see here, this is what it's saying is, or depicting what is inside. So headphones, which I actually do need because I keep on using my brother's, but he needs his. An audio interface, which is the main reason why I bought this, because I want to record with a microphone. Using an audio interface into the software that I'm using for production, which is Logic Pro X, which is, I'm assuming it's supposed to be Logic Pro 10, but I digress. So let's just open this up, let's just open this up. Trying to think where. Oh, here we are. I was thinking, where did you open it from? Oh, and it even tells you tested it. Basically, I got this refurbished on the actual website because I kept on looking on like various websites, like I looked at various websites, and then I thought, you know what? Let me see what the actual, like, because I was looking on third-party websites basically instead of the actual website where I will say what the price is. So I'm thinking, let me see what the price is and see if we can get it like for a better price elsewhere. And then the funny thing that they do is they sell refurbished items on there, or audio interfaces. So they had the same, the same audio interface that I, wanted, but refurbished, like, and I'm thinking this is great because if it's refurbished on their site, then it means that, they've gone through the testing and whatnot themselves. So it's not like, oh, an external company's done it. It's like the actual company that sells them has tested it and made sure it's fit for use and whatnot. So I'm assuming like it's refurbished. I'm assuming it's like something that has been used before and been returned back to them, and then they've kind of just not repurposed it, but tested it to make sure, it still functions and selling it again. In my head, that's what makes sense to me, because I've got my MacBook as a refurbished product, because I was like, I'm not paying that much for a MacBook, even though I really wanted one. I was like, I still had like a student mentality of like, I would still look for a bargain on getting that. So I was like, let me get it refurbished, and I have no regrets. I have no regrets because it's been doing what I needed to do. It's been working excellently. So, right, let me show you. Oh, this is what it's like inside the. So this is the box as you open it. It's everything there. So the headphones. This is for the mic stand. This is quite heavy, but this is for the mic, like as a clamp. Instructions, safety instructions. The actual interface itself with cords. So this is to connect it to the to my MacBook because it's USB powered. So you just connect it via USB to whatever device you're using. I'm using personally I'm using a MacBook. This is to connect the microphone, which is here. I think it's a compressor microphone. So that's to connect this to this, and yeah, so you know what, let's just see how it goes. I'm just gonna muck about and see what we can do. So I've kind of just gone ahead and, you know, plugged things in. So I've put the mic cord in, I've put the headphones in, and I've yet to connect this because I need to get my MacBook. But yeah, I think I'm just gonna connect up. I don't know if I'm gonna film you watching me, you know, kind of get to grips with that, but I'll probably film myself kind of just playing around and recording some audio. And yeah, if I didn't understand ASMR, I do now, because hearing, yeah, so updates. So I managed to figure out, you know, how to plug in things. That's weird because I literally watched videos on how to like set myself up, and then when it came to actually doing it myself, the same way with my keyboard or MIDI keyboard, I was like, why is it not working? Why is it not working? I was like, oh, exactly, this is exactly why. You can actually hear it sounds. Anyway, so it's exactly what happened with my MIDI keyboard and whatnot. So I'm just like, jeez, man. Like, I actually had one job. So I'm trying to record vocals to a track that I want to release soon. Depends on when I upload this video. It might have already been put out by the time I put this out. But anyway, I was playing around with vocals. I'm playing around with, you know, the effects of the vocals as well, trying to get the balance of you know, obviously how close I am to the mic, because I think at one point I was literally like this. I've made my own pop shield. I'm not going to show you what it is, but I've made my own one. But at one point I was like this close, and you can, on the interface, you can see on there when it's like, when you're clipping on the instrument, when it's basically like, I'm too close to the microphone and now it's just not going to sound pleasant on the in the earphones and whatnot. So so I was trying to get the distance between, and then my volume projecting, but not exact. Like I'm trying to get the balance. Basically, I'm trying to get the balance. So I think I've got something. I'm trying to record these vocals for this track, and I think I'm getting too in my head about it now because the instruments I've been using are somewhat electronic. So now when you bring an external audio element to it, I'm trying to get used to that. Like, actually no, do you know what? That's all BS. I'm trying to get used to hearing my voice. I'm trying to get used to my voice. Like, forget about everything you just said about, oh, because of, you know, I've been used to just dealing with instrumental. No, I'm trying to get used to hearing my voice because I've been singing it to myself with the instrumental, but that's just me playing it aloud on speakers and stuff and me singing along. But it's different now because it's different. It's just different. Actually, I've got 2 things I could do with this. I've got 2-3 things I could do. This is becoming more real because I've been thinking this whole week, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna, you know, crack this open, record some lyrics or record some melodies and whatnot, and hopefully get this track down. But then I have other tracks in my head that I want to do. But if I don't like the sound of my own voice, how is this going to work? Actually, that's what it is, because I don't know. I'm getting used to hearing myself sing. Because obviously, when you hear your own voice, it's different from hearing it from an external source. Like, you hear your voice internally somehow. I don't know how to explain it, but hearing it on like a recording on your phone or somewhere else, it's weird. And I'm adding effects to it to make it sound like nice and smooth and, you know, sick. And I'm just like, it's not. I can only laugh because I just stop. So I'm laughing at myself. Oh mate, because I can't even, I want to show you, but I don't don't want to eat at the same time. Let me just think. Right, let's add. Let's add it. Right. Add audio. Excelente. Great. I'm just gonna record it off the back of this loop actually, and hope for the best. Sometimes. That's literally all I needed to do. Oh my god, if I don't laugh, I'll actually just die of, like, I'll cringe. Oh my god, he just had like an eyeful of my elbows. It's awesome. Actually, this is not too bad. I don't know if it could be a bit louder. 1 minute. I could do that better, but it's fine. I'm gonna record the harmony for it. Sometimes. Let's see how that sounds. Whoa! And you've seen what my pop shield is. Yes, it's a hanger with tights over it. Oh, recorded on a budget, mate. That's what we've got to call this. Oh, if I don't laugh at myself. If the track's on fire, you can see the process. I'll probably make this. I literally just got a random hanger and put tights over it. I'll actually make a proper pop shield. But it is serving its purpose of, you know, cancelling out the nonsense. So if you think this is nonsense, then this ain't the place for you. Right, let me do one more. It actually sounds flames. When I heard it together, I was like, ish then. Right. Sometimes. Oh. I don't know if. Okay. It's because you can see the sound waves of each vocal recording. One is like just right, one is a bit too quiet, and the other is like loud. So I'm like, oh no. So I'm gonna have to like balance. I'm gonna have to do all three again, or I might just record all of them and then cut them out and put them in. But it does suck. Let me even listen to that again. This is gonna be, no, it actually sounds, it's weird because it's weird because, okay, let me get my words together. So I've been like kind of laying these tracks. This one, even the one I just did, I did off top. Actually, it's funny because this is the same track that I you know, produced like off head with when I unboxed my MIDI keyboard. Actually, I might as well play this aloud. How do I do that? Right, okay, let me do this. Oh no! No! It's not happening. It's not happening. Thank you very much. But I will be back. Right. Let me see if I can play this out loud. Whoo! Whoo! Don't know if it's gonna be as far as it is with headphones on. But anyway, this is the same track that I self-produced off head with the MIDI keyboard. I kind of just played around, did a few things. I think even since I recorded that, been playing around with it, probably changed a couple sounds, learned how to create my own 808, put that on there. So I created my own patch actually. I don't know, I'll probably have to do another one because I had to change that quite a few times. But anyway, so I haven't even laid out all the tracks and inputs and whatever, so it's like a full track that I can record. I just thought, I've got a melody in my head, let me see how it sounds. And to be honest, this is live. This is live, the cut. You know, this is like I literally just recorded these vocals. Oh yeah, I just literally recorded these vocals. Oh, so I could have used the microphone in there, but no. But doing this for the whole experience, right? Anyway, so yeah, I haven't done anything, I haven't re-recorded. Let's just see how this sounds. If it flops, it flops, but I think it's gonna bang. I think it has potential. So sometimes sometimes those harmonies are fun. I don't even know if you can hear the depth of what's happening here. It sounds so much better with headphones. Sometimes those harmonies are deep, fam. Sometimes, mate. Take me seriously. Take me seriously as an artist, that's what I could say. Last time I did harmonies in a booth, actually no, it's the only time I've been in the booth, but last time I did harmonies I was in a booth and it didn't quite work, but this bangs. I'm deep in it, it bangs. I'm thinking, will this be the debut? From just mucking about. This might be the debut. Okay, it won't be the debut. It will be a single I'll release. But okay, fair enough, it's a debut single. But banging. 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 There's nothing more to say. I was about to say it in French, but I think you can just tell by my speechlessness. I'm not gonna even play it again. Oh no. Oh yeah, because I just want to try and. Sometimes. Once I have, because literally one was like this, one was like this, one was like that, so the levels of the decibels like differ, so I'm gonna have to like record them again, but otherwise let me even do something funky. Sometimes. Okay, that's what it was supposed to be. Sometimes. Layers. Sometimes. Mate, do not take me seriously. Take me seriously. I said it earlier this year, my price has gone up, but if the exponential increase in my price is daily. There's a daily exponential increase in my price. I'm joking. I'm literally. I shouldn't joke about. I don't know. You know what? Let me not gas myself up too much. But I'm happy. I guess it's because I'm excited. Like, oh my gosh, it's coming together. Like these things that I've been singing to myself whilst I'm hearing it playing on like my speakers or just like off my MacBook or whatever. I've actually put vocals to it, finally. Thanks. Sometimes I can't believe that this is actually happening. This is literally, to be honest, I'm acting like I've been doing this for a while. I guess for me, it's like, in my head, I'm now getting very deep, but I've been, saying, oh my gosh, I want to get this started, I guess YouTube, and then I want to do my music, and then there's all these things that I want to do and achieve, and like, now I've put in that, I haven't put in that work, but I'm starting to put in the work, to kind of, okay, right, let me produce something, put some vocals to it, learn how to master. That might be the next in the series. And it's just weird because it was a concept that I've had for time. I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna get into music, yeah, I'm gonna do it, so yeah. I've been saying this, I've always wanted to get into music from young, like when I was young. Then before I went to uni, I was like, yeah, I want to do it. Then I went to uni happened, and yeah, I just haven't had any reason. I've just been giving myself reasons and excuses, like, as to not do it. Like, I didn't have work. Now, like, I didn't have a job, sorry, now I have a job. So, but then, like, when I had all the time to do it, I didn't have the money to invest in that. And now I've got the money to invest in it, I haven't made time, and I was like, well, you're gonna have to make it work, B. You're gonna have to spend the time, otherwise. Otherwise, it's not gonna take off. You have to put in that time, you have to invest in yourself. So I've invested in myself because I can't keep on making trips to the studio when I have like melodies flying in my head every day when I go to work. Always have something going in my head. Always have melodies going through my head. I might have a spell of the moment like, oh my gosh, this melody bangs whilst I'm doing work. When I'm at work, I'm doing something, yet there'll be like a melody that's going round. Like that's why I was trying to do the acapella thing, because that was going through my head like as I was leaving work. And other things, like even one of the tracks that I've put down, that was going through my head like sometime last week. And that night from work, I was like, let me put it down, and yeah, let me lay down the chords or whatever, just so I have it done and so I don't forget it, because that's what happens. Like, I have stuff in my head and then I'll forget it by the time I get home, or by the time I'm like, okay, let me go to the studio and put it down. It's just like having this freedom of my own sort of like studio, so to speak. This is not the most sample. How am I recording when there's a clock ticking? Hope that doesn't come through the vocals. Anyway, so now that's what I can hear. So but what I mean to say is yeah, just being able to come home, that sounds really like East, just being able to come home, just sit down, play a couple keys, record a couple melodies, record a couple vocals. It's great. No, I'm actually happy. That I've decided to put my foot down and get started, because it's up to me to get it together. So if I don't get it together, what can I tell you? So I think I'll leave there. But just for the bounce. Sometimes